This is very, very encouraging and a matter of pride for all of us. Yeah. Sundar, I have to ask you this. You know, we grew up in an India where we were very happy about, importing from the world. But increasingly, we are living in an India which is exporting to the world. And we are really, genuinely very proud of Made in India tag. I want to ask you, how do you look at this trend and how do you see this continuing and furthering?
Look, it's an incredible opportunity. The minister spoke about the depth and the breadth of talent available in the country. In our experience, we see that playing out in Google. We saw the opportunity on top of UPI. In fact, I used the UPI example in other countries around the world. I think, the fact that you can, the way the COVID relief funds show up in an individual's accounts instantly, it's remarkable. And, we built Google Pay in India based on the UPI stack. And now we are bringing that to other countries around the world. There are many more examples of it. We used AI technology to develop flood forecasting for India and then later Bangladesh. This is an alert which gets sent out to 23 million people every year. Now we are bringing it to many, many more countries around the world. So I think you will see this trend grow over time. And, with the scale of the market here, being able to find a solution. And in many cases in India, you can leapfrog and get to the next solution faster. So I think it'll be a big incentive for us to do it here and then take it to other countries, which sometimes are slower to go through these phases. So I see this trend as something which will be increasing over time.
I just think that, this is a conversation we are all very happy to have, no? So we can give, if you want to clap with full energy. Minister, in a fast digitizing economy like us, having robust regulations and frameworks becomes very important for secure, safe, and also transparent use of internet. What are some of the areas that are important for you? How do you see this emerging in the future?
Listen, in my view, humanity has created institutions and structures throughout its whatever number of 1,000 years it has existed. And with each change in technology, each big quantum jump that happens in the way we live, new challenges come up, right? And we have to find out ways and means by which we create a very balanced way of absorbing technology, because technology brings many new opportunities with it. It also brings many new challenges with it. And in today's world where information is ubiquitous, in India the cost of data is so low and adoption of technology is so rapid. In this kind of scenario, how do we create a legal and regulatory structure which is in tune with times, which matches India's needs, which is built around our realities? So that's the way we are working, and Prime Minister has given us a very clear target of creating a comprehensive legal regulatory framework. So we are creating 3 horizontals. First is the telecom bill, which is for the carrier. Second is the digital protection bill, which is focused around enforcing citizens' privacy rights. And third is the Digital India Bill, which is going to look at practically everything else which is required to be seen. These are the 3 horizontals, on top of which will be multiple small sectoral focused modular regulations. So it's a very comprehensive outlook. We should be able to complete this exercise in the coming 14 to 16 months. The 2 bills which have been put up for consultation should be completed by July, August. It should pass the Parliament. And we have a very open process of consultation with all the stakeholders. Our teams are giving time. I and my ministerial colleagues, both of us all of us are giving a lot of time on consultation, on understanding what people's concerns are. So, net, the solution which is emerging is really good, and most people who have interacted so far with us have shown that have kind of expressed that this kind of template is needed in many other economies which are rapidly getting digitized.
Thank you. Sundar, looking at the global landscape, what's Google's view on India's tech regulations?
Look, I think, if you look at the scale at which tech is working, and it's so touching the lives of, people around the world, to me it makes sense that, tech needs responsible regulation. I think it's important for countries to think about how to best safeguard its citizens, be it privacy, be it security. And so I think it's an important phase. And, so we are engaging constructively. I think India has a leadership role to play here. Again, given the scale and the technology leadership it will have. And it's important to make sure you're balancing, and putting in safeguards for people. You're creating innovative framework so that companies can innovate, on top of a certainty in the legal framework. So I think it's an important moment in time. But through it all, hopefully India can also be a voice for, India will also be a big export economy, will benefit from a open and connected internet. And I think getting that balance right, I think will be important.
Yeah, absolutely. I know we are running on time and we can continue doing this conversation, but before we close, one final question to both of you. The tech sector is growing at a phenomenal pace in our country, and I'm again going to say we are very proud participant, witness, and in some ways all of us builders of it. If you had to, both of you had to give advice to the next generation which is entering this space, the tech space, what would you say?
I would say that think on population scale, think on global scale, because all the constructs, all the basic components which are needed for creating a very humongously big scale solution are today available. So don't think small, think big.
No, I definitely agree with that. I would also say for young people, tech is much broader than just programming or engineering alone. I think for tech to work at scale, including things like AI, thinking about the surrounding areas, be it policy, be it ethics, so just thinking about tech holistically, I think will create opportunities for many more people. So, the more people can get involved across all walks of life, I think tech will be better for society.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Minister, for taking out time to be here. I always say that it shows the commitment to be involved in the tech and the startup econ, to building this. Thank you for taking out time. And Sundar, thank you so much for inspiring all of us. Thanks a lot. Before both of you go, can I ask you for a photo ops, please? Yes.
Thank you so much for having us.